Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync Follow Up Boss with Outlook so that all those contacts you already have in Outlook can be pushed into Follow Up Boss. You can start putting them on campaigns, start moving them towards deals, and also any contacts or leads you've added to Follow Up Boss will be pushed into Outlook. So you can fire off emails on Outlook, schedule things on your calendar with those contacts, and you can be way more productive using those two apps as one. It's super easy to set this up. Let me show you how. First thing you're going to do is go to apination.com. You can click on Discover Connections. It's going to show you a ton of different apps, marketing apps, productivity apps, real estate apps. I'm going to scroll on down until I get to O for Outlook. There it is. Click on that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and find Follow Up Boss. You're going to see other apps you can sync with Outlook though. So if you're using any of these other apps, go ahead and automate those with Outlook as well. Click on Follow Up Boss. All right, there's two syncs available. So Follow Up Boss to Office 365, basically Outlook, and Outlook back to Follow Up Boss. I'm going to start with Follow Up Boss to Outlook, but we're going to come back and create that other one to create a two-way sync. The first step, sign into your API Nation account. If you don't have one, go ahead and click this link at the top to create one, totally free. Or you can sign in using your Google account, which is what I'm going to do. All right, the first step is to connect Follow Up Boss. I'll hit that button. It's asking me for my API key from Follow Up Boss. So let's go to Follow Up Boss and get that. And to grab that API key, I'm going to go to Admin, come all the way over here to More, and click on API. You're going to see all the API keys you've created. If you haven't created any yet, you're going to click this button to create one. And you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name mine API Nation because that's what I'm using it for. Hit Create API Key. It's going to show you this key. This is the only time you'll see it, so make sure you copy it. And now we'll go back to API Nation to plug it in. All right, and then we're just going to paste it in here. And we're going to name the company. So this is just naming this connection to API Nation. And mostly this is just if you happen to have multiple Follow Up Boss accounts and you need to tell the difference between them. So we're just going to connect Follow Up Boss there. And then the next step is to connect Outlook or Office 365. Super easy. Hit this button. If you're signed into Outlook on the browser, it's just going to sign you right in. If you're not signed in, it'll ask you for your name and password, but I am. That's how easy it is. It's already connected. So as we set up this sync, do I want to send everybody from Follow Up Boss into Outlook? If I do, just check this button. If I only want to send new contacts, anybody I add today going forward, I just uncheck that box. As they get added to Outlook, and I can also select this and put them in a specific folder. So I have a folder I have a Brownies automation I have set up with another app, so I can put them in that folder. I can put them in a KW command folder. I can put them in a lead connector folder. Whatever folders I have in Outlook, I'll have available here. Or I can just select default, and it's just going to put them as regular contacts in Outlook. And then if I have that contact already in Outlook, should I overwrite it or just fill in the blanks? I'm going to click this box that says fill in the blanks. Subscribe, which will allow me to create the sync. The sync is now created, but it's not yet active. So this is just a final check here. We can also filter. So this is a little bit more granular filter option. So if you want to go ahead and only send over people from certain tags or zip codes or states, I can do that here. And then here is the mapping. So all these Outlook fields, if there's any fields you want added, just click this plus sign, search for it. Let's do this phone, doop, 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 and add that phone number in there. This all looks great. A nice thing about the mapping here is you can add multiple fields to one field. So for example, notes is, very multi-purpose. So what I'm going to do here is add source into notes. And then I'm just going to go ahead and find that source. Awesome. And then maybe I even want to put, something like status. And then I'm going to find that field, I believe it's called stage. So you can put stage or status, totally up to you. And that'll tell you what kind of lead it is. And this is live updated, so if you update it in Follow Up Boss, it's going to update it in your notes in Outlook. I'm going to activate this sync. All right, so that's the first half. Now I'm going to click this Follow Up Boss logo to go back to the syncs available for Follow Up Boss. Choose Outlook again. I'm just going to go through this process a second time. This time I'm just going to do it Outlook to Follow Up Boss. I'm going to activate this sync. And because I've already connected both these accounts, it's going to offer them. So I can just select them instead of having to reconnect them. Again, we're just gonna create the sync. Do I wanna send over a particular folder? Do I wanna send all contacts on first run or just any new contacts? And then if they exist in Follow Up Boss, do I wanna overwrite them? Finally, we're on the last step here before we activate the sync. Again, if I wanna filter people, I absolutely can. I'm gonna look here at the mapping. One kind of nice thing about the Follow Up Boss mapping here is there's this field for assigned agent name. There it is. So for example, if you wanted to just use the notes field or any other field in Outlook to assign agents, you could do that. I know some people will use a field like company or job title, or you can create, I believe, custom fields in Outlook. So something like manager or nickname, and you can use that field to assign agent full name. So this means in Outlook, in this nickname field you've created, you can even just change this to say, assigned agent. You would just type the assigned agent's name. It's gonna sync it in here and assign that agent in Follow Up Boss. It's kind of nice. So let's activate this sync. All right, great. I'm gonna click on My Syncs, and you can see I now have 2 syncs up and running. This is a 2-way sync, Follow Up Boss to Outlook, Outlook back to Follow Up Boss. So there we go. That is how you connect Follow Up Boss to Outlook. Now all those leads you have in Follow Up Boss are added to Outlook. Outlook leads, Outlook contacts are synced back to Follow Up Boss. This work you're doing in one app is sending it to the other app. You're gonna be way more productive having all the information at your fingertips at all times. If you have any questions or need any assistance, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.